That's what I think.
But I tell you that most Nigerians actually, they have the skills, they know this knowledge. Probably is not as widespread.
Yeah, on that platform.
Yeah.
All of the platforms.
Because I remember in 2014, before, I went for my NYC, I was on Fiverr, providing transcription, editing, novels and all of that. But one thing Nigerians have as challenge is the fact that some of these platforms that you mentioned, they can't have access to them without using, what's it called? An internet provider that is different from, the one showing your own locality. I've forgotten the name, just skipped my mind. So IP address. So they do not have access to some of these things because people will not want to give them job based on the reputation.
Again, that is not necessarily true. On Fiverr right now, I can show you plenty of Nigerians that are put there that are operating. But I hear you, which is where, again, the orientation comes. I just ask you a question. Why don't we have a Fiverr in Nigeria? I tell my students when they come to me and say, oh, they're not allowing Nigerian IP. I said, that's the problem, because Nigeria doesn't have its own. That's why I created, I don't want to start mentioning my own platforms here.
This is why government is looking to create some persons who are able to build such platforms.
How long does it take to build that platform? I just built a Fiverr equivalent. It took me less than 2 days. I'll mention the name if you want. You can go check it.
Please go ahead.
Digitalworks.ng. Digitalworks.ng took me less than 2 days, and I built and I'm a lawyer. I'm not even technical. In other words, there are scripts out there. There are platforms out there. If you want to create anything, and I dare you, you can challenge me right now. I will say, go to this site, get this tool, get it done in 48 hours. So it's not complicated to build a Fiverr. As a matter of fact, I have boys that will build it in under 2 hours flat.
Are they Nigerians? Are they in Nigeria?
Nigeria. So what we need is what I keep saying, where Nigeria has its own platforms that the government is supporting. Now, try to reorientate it. Imagine if we have Dr. Bosun say, oh, we now have a digitalworks.ng where freelancers in Nigeria can go list their skills. And we encourage every ministry, we encourage whatever, to go there and look for talent. From there, because Nigerians are pretty smart. We all know that.
Absolutely.
So once we have our own platform like that, people will come from all over the world. I have my own colleagues in the US telling me they want Nigerians. All this one they are saying Nigerians are sky is a lie. When they see a Nigerian that knows his job, they want that person. But they know it's going to work very hard. We are very inventive, but we don't have our platform. We are depending on the Fiverrs of this world. We are depending on the freelancers of this world. When those platforms will cost us less than $1,000 to create, and we have budgets of billions, and then we gather 500 technical guys in there, we spend $1 billion around them, when we could create one like that, and then be promoting that site, and then telling everybody, oh, you can go learn how to do transcription, how to do editing, and all of that. Place your services there. Government, NGOs now saying, no, let's go patronize this site. It's our own. By the time people start knowing that site, that's what the Indians did. That's what the Filipinos did. That is what several other countries did. But we don't have one because we don't have government and the big NGO backing. I know what I'm talking about. I've sent proposals to state governments. You know what they tell me? I'm not going to mention the name of the state because it's not about demarketing them. One of the states, which was really heartbreaking, they say, how much? I say, I can train 100,000 people for you every year for the next 4 years. They ask me, what is the budget? I say, it's not even going to take 100 million. Because really, what am I using the money for? They say it's too small, that there will be no money for the boys there. That 100 million in 4 years, that's like 25 million a year. I say, but that's really what this team needed, or you need, is trainers.
Okay, so without you mentioning the state, did you have this conversation with those who work with the government or the government? I mean, maybe the governor.
I dealt with the governor. Yeah, the governor set up a WhatsApp group for us.
So is the governor that actually...
The governor set it up with the chief economic commissioner, whatever. There are 3 or 4 of them in there. Like I said, I'm talking one specific one. I have 3 of them. Where we talked for about 3 months. We came up with the program. It's supposed to be delivered within the first 100 days of them being in government.
And so because the budget wasn't huge enough.
Yes, the next thing I know, they now said they want to try to do it on their own. Then they did a mess. You can't do a one-day training and go away. It has to be sustained. After you train somebody how to create video, or you train somebody how to create a book in like 4 hours, right? I don't care what book you want to write. I can show you how to do it in 4 hours. It will be better than a professor in a university. I'll put that against a professor, right? But after I teach you how to do that, you still have to learn how to create your funnel, how to sell it. So there is supposed to be a consistent, maybe like a 90-day program. Yeah. But they did one day just for show off. Wear T-shirts, they'll do all this, their political thing. And that was the end of it.
Spend the budget they want.
Yes. So even in federal government, when Buhari was there, I got somebody to send to the office of the First Lady. We had a meeting. But the thing is that they can't seem to see because, and I don't know how to lie. I'm not going to say it's going to cost $1 billion when I know that. Now, if you want to give me the $1 billion as my consultancy, that's different. But I'm not going to say on paper, this is what it's going to cost. You don't even need to give them computer, which is the most expensive part of it. This phone, it's more than enough for them to start. Just create the
But
program.
talking about that, not every person is able to purchase these kinds of phones, and that's a major factor. And when you're talking about internet penetration, it is just over 50% of the Nigerian population are set to have access. Access.
Do you know Mama Lati that sells Bolly? You know she has phone that has internet now.
That has internet.
Mama Lati, Mama Bomboy in Calabar, the phone has internet.
Not
Now,
all of them. Not
okay,
all of them.
I agree. Put it this way. There are only two ways to tackle mass unemployment in any economy. One, agric, right, where you can put mass. And the next is this digital. There's no other option, right? So forget it is true. Let's even say only 50%. Right now, we have, give or take, maybe 50 million real unemployed people. Now, even if it's only 10 million of those that are in the urban areas that are ready for this, and you do a mass training back to back to back to back, encouraged by government, and then out of that 10 million, let's say only 5%. Me, I'm not over ambitious. If 5% of 10 million get this, you are talking 500,000.
So are you here to do that for Nigerians?
Oh, yes, we're actually doing something this morning called the Fish for Life Conference, where we invited several government functionaries. OGD is going to be there, and several people in government to talk about how we can use this for my own 60th birthday, because I like to put my money where my mouth is. Rather than doing a big party, I did 60th last week. Rather than doing a big party, I decided to commit my own money, over 200 million of it, right? 200 million naira to train Nigerians for free. I'm doing it today. I'm kicking it off today, giving laptops to like 200 people that they don't even need. For me, it's a gift for my birthday. But the core there is that I'm doing a 90-day program, free, 100% free, where we don't just teach them the skills, we teach them how to set up their stores, we teach them how to actually get to start making this money online over a 90-day period, which is about what they need. Then after that 90 days, I'm going to then put them on what is called internship, digital internship, where they work for other people and we just give them an allowance, like an NYC
So quickly, because of our time, how do they get access for this